Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Will It Develop. My name is Jerry, and today we're going to be testing out Lloyd's Pharmacy's house brand film from 2005. Let's check it out. All right, so let's open this film stock up. So like I said, this is from Lloyd's Pharmacy. This is roughly, I believe, from this one's from 05. It said developed by 05, so depending on when it was put out and everything like that. And so this is, once again, you might have saw from a previous video, I accidentally wound it back in there trying to get a second take, but the film stock's in there. And so to achieve best results, always return your film to Lloyd's Pharmacy. Looked it up, Lloyd's Pharmacy, I believe, is in the UK, so we're not gonna be doing that. I also don't know if you're watching from the UK, is Lloyd's Pharmacy still open? I really have no clue. So when you watch the history part of it, we'll have a little bit more fun facts, but at this point, I don't know. So we got 200 ISO. This is 36 exposure. Some of the rolls I think are 24 that we're getting. So we're gonna get a couple extra frame. It's DX coded, of course, it's all that kind of stuff. But let's open up the box and see if anything is interesting inside of here. So like I said on previous videos, I'm really enjoying the boxes. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these, but I'm making a book of all of this work. And so I think I'm gonna scan the boxes, and so you'll have it with you. And nothing inside, wonk wonk. But what's cool is you could put cyanotype on it, or you could do something with it if you wanted to. Free film offer, part of our extensive range of photos. So it looks like it was in 100, 200, and 400 speeds, and 24 and 36. And I don't think we're gonna be able to get free film anymore. I think this is, it might be a little too late. So keep in a cool, dry place, process promptly after use. We will do that, but I don't know if it's been kept in a dry place. So we're gonna be able to find out pretty soon. So we're gonna head out, we're gonna shoot this roll of film, and when we get back, we'll talk a little bit about the history. You'll see a little Lightroom tutorial. Sorry, getting tongue-tied. Lightroom tutorial of all the editing of it, and then we will check out the final images. So we'll be right back. And now, a little bit of history. So this one's actually kind of a rebranded mystery, if you will. Lloyd's didn't make their own film. They rebranded existing emulsions, and from what we can tell, it looks like it was either like the Fuji C200 or Agfa Vista 200. It was sold at UK pharmacies. It was kind of a budget friendly. So from what we're seeing right now while we're editing, surprisingly good quality. As far as who actually made it, we really won't ever know, I don't think. So Fuji had DX barcodes, Agfa didn't. They were edge codes. This film stock, when I developed it, I don't remember even seeing any edge codes. So, but if you find some, check it out. And without any further delay, let's look at the prints. It developed. And so these are actually really, really cool. I'm so stoked with how these came out. With this being a 200 speed, I rated it at 50 ISO. So I was in direct sunlight, so you'll see that able to get some things. This is just in my backyard. This is like one of the last frames, but I went on a photo walk over to little neighborhood, little shopping district close by my house. And I like taking street photographs, but I don't like showing people's faces, if that kind of makes sense. And so I usually use like kind of a slower shutter, and that kind of gets like these kind of like wavy looks. So this one of like the daughter and mother I really like. But yeah, these were pretty cool. I only had 5 in here that I really liked. The rest of them were okay. I'll show them at the end of the video, but when I'm piecing all these things together of the neighborhood, I want to, I'm trying to figure out, like I'm putting this book together and of all these expired film stocks, and I don't know how it's gonna get laid out yet. If you'd like a video of the layout part and how we actually put a book together, just let me know in the comments below, and I'll start filming that process as well. But the colors were great. I really like how warm it got, and so if anybody else has shot this roll of film before, also drop that in the comments. Oh, excuse me. And let us know if these were similar results that you got. I wonder if it's because it's older or the way it was stored. I don't know. I just don't know. There's a lot of things that we just don't know when we get these things. So, but yeah, so this one worked out. You saw through the editing that I was actually pretty impressed that it came out as well as it did. And so, because this one right now, we're in 2025, so this one's at least 20 years old. And like I said, when I get these things and start shooting them, I have no clue what kind of status they're in, what kind of, like how they were stored, all of that stuff. So, but yeah, these ones are pretty cool. I'm gonna put up all of the images here at the end, so you can kind of see what they were. We'll put up some of the specs as well, what we rated it at, and all that kind of things. So if you find a roll at the Lloyd's pharmacy, I think it's worth it. I don't know how much it is, or how much it is like if you were to able to find it. But if we find some, we might add it to the store. This one was actually pretty fun, and I also just like the box. The box is so cool. All these boxers are just great. Like, you just don't get that anymore, and you know, we end up selling all of ours kind of bulk loaded and stuff like that. So to cut down on some of the waste, we're not making the boxes either. But there's something kind of oddly simple and beautiful about it, of just like the kind of craftsmanship that goes into them and all the things that get put on them. So some of the later ones you're going to see are from, you know, different countries, and so they'll get a little bit more funky and unique and all that kind of stuff. So with that being said, though, that's all I got for you today. So I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something, and